Thank you, Gally. Still kind of setting up, but gotta keep working on this. Gotta keep working on this project. I practiced my ukulele today. I'm super proud of myself. Oh, silly commercials. Silly commercials. This is the next thing I'm gonna get working on because this has got to happen. This needs to get finished. But I just found some of my really cute little hats that I had made. And we got our coffee, and I should just mute it during commercials because that's silly. There we go. Back to normal music instead of commercials. I think I have coffee grounds in my coffee. I hope that's coffee grounds in my coffee. Is it gonna? It better not be one of those days. I don't feel like having one of those days. I see somebody lurking that I miss. Let's just put that coffee over there so we don't accidentally ruin this white thing that I'm making for the fundraiser, because that would be terrible. All right. Let's see if I can find my brain. We've got our water right there. You would think I would be ready because I've been sitting here for 10 minutes getting ready, but no. I know that light will die in a second. Maybe I don't need it. It's kind of bright. It's a low light kind of morning. Three, 4, 5. Peppy, no, she's eating the flooring. Oh my! This is why I can't get anything done. No, that's not a chew toy. That is not something to chew on. Oh my Lanta, what are you doing? I gotta get more work done on this, you guys. I did calculations. It takes. What is the minutes? This is a fun song. There it is. It takes almost an hour and a half to do the repeat rows 3 through 8. And I have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those rows. Hi, Elfie. How are you? I think I calculated it takes like, oh my God, how many? For one panel is 8 hours. 8.6 hours. So, hi, OG. How are you? It's nice to see your face. Oh. Allie, you're fine. We're trying to break Allie of the stream is on. It's time for treats. We're not doing that anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because now we have the puppy. And I don't want the puppy getting trained that's what's happening. So, I'm good. I'm tired this morning. The puppy actually let me sleep until 7:23, which threw me way off because I had started doing my streams about 7:30 in the morning with my coffee, and that didn't happen today. And I slept longer than usual, so that's making me, you know how you get like that punchy, I'm awake but I'm not awake thing? That's where we're at right now. And it's hot, and I haven't been drinking enough water. So that's a thing. Oh, I hope it's not bad stuff. Because I know you had just graduated. Oh, I'm sorry, Sass. I don't know where it is. Sometimes I have... No. I'm sorry. Oh, honey. I'm going to assume that was not expected. I am so very sorry. You know, big hugs. Yes. Big hugs, lots of love. And you know, your community is still here for you, whatever you need. Bunches of us are always in Discord calls. We're always available to talk to you. And if you want to start, you know, doing your thing again online, we support you. We'll make sure everyone knows. I kind of was off the grid for a little bit, too, because we got a new puppy, but totally different. Totally different. I was just tired and busy. Oh, that's a rough one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We learned last night that my husband's stepbrother passed. He'd been fighting cancer for a while. I keep dreading that point. My parents got to this point where they were like, this is terrible because we're like the last ones standing out of friends and family. I'm not ready to get to that point yet. I don't want to get there. Thank you. I wasn't real close with him. We've been married for 17 years, but that side of the family was far away, and I didn't really have time to spend with them to, you know, build a relationship. I'm really close with his sister, though. She'd be what, my stepsister-in-law? Oh, Jesus, that's too young. That is too young. 4. Big freaking hugs to you. Hi, Uncle Fred. So today's going to be one of those days where if you want a shout out, let me know that you want a shout out and I will give you a shout out. But like I was saying, it takes 8 hours to do one of these panels, and I need to get this one done because I've got one done already. Can you see it? No, because I don't have my camera right. Let's bring it down a little bit. So it's right there. Giggy, I knew it was you as soon as I saw that little thing pop up over there. So I've got one panel done. I got to do the other panel. So if you want a shout out, just let me know and I'll give you a shout out. That's what we're going to do today. Or Sass can do shout outs if you feel like playing with that. Hello, Texan Spaniard. How are you? What I am making is a bolero. It's there's a picture of it right up there. I guess I point this way. For the St. Jude fundraising auction. And we're leaving on vacation in a week. And so I need to 1, 2, 3, 4 be focused to get this done. And streaming has helped because I pop on here and I work on it. Hi, always. Hold on, my child's yelling at me. He needs more time on his phone. I love this new program I have. I can grant him more time if he's earned it. So I will give him some more time so that he can do what he needs to do. There we go. Okay. Back to work. Yeah, my name's Mom. Hi, Steven. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. I was telling everybody a minute ago, Steven, I'm on a shout out. I can't do it today. It's gonna take 8.5 hours to do this panel, and I need to get it done for the St. Jude auction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna chat and crochet today. That's what we're doing. I should call it It's Casual Friday. And I'm not quite awake. And I didn't even do my hair or anything today. I just rolled out of bed and grabbed a coffee. Yeah. At some point, I'll have my thing ready and it'll do an auto shout out. But for right now, you guys all know each other. And that's coffee grounds. No. Thanks, Elfie. You're sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm feeling old these days. So I'm like, Yep, everyone follow everyone. There are some streamers that think that that's not great streamer etiquette, though. But, I mean, seriously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're like one big family in here. We already know who everybody is, pretty much. And when I'm in a stream and I see someone pop in and they're kind in chat, I'll click on their name, and if they're a streamer, I'll follow them. So, I don't know. Everyone has their way that they think is the right way, and I'm like, I'm just gonna do what I can. Don't follow me, I'm lost. That's me pretty much. Please don't follow me. Although I will say I have a good sense of direction and I can read a map like nobody's business. I used to joke that it was because my parents used to argue over the map when I was little, and so I learned how to do it. But it was just one of those things that came natural. friend that does search and rescue, and she can't find her way to save her life, and it worries me that she's going to be lost during a search and rescue at some point. She does it on horseback. Don't tell anyone I said that. She doesn't follow me on Twitch, and I love her, but she worries me. Oh, good song. So, what you are seeing is real. There's a ukulele on my desk, and the puppy has kept me really, really busy over the last 2 months, and it was unbelievable that I actually stayed up until just after midnight last night for Ron's birthday celebration over at Jangel Music. That's the first time I've made it past 10 o'clock in her streams lately. So we're seeing the end in the tunnel with the puppy. But I had also bought this ukulele like a week into having the puppy, because I wanted to have something fun to take on vacation and go sit at the beach and play. So I can play 3 chords now, sort of. So I actually made time this morning to practice. And I sent a little video to Beely Mars, since I'm going to turn the notices off on this phone because that's driving me nuts. So she's the only person on the planet that has heard me play the ukulele so far. And the puppy's wet. Why are you wet? Your water dish is not a pool. I saw Neil Diamond in concert. You guys, don't make the old girl mad. Come on. Go play out there. Anyways, Neil Diamond puts on he puts on a concert like nobody's business. I still to this day remember it. I was in my 20s when I saw him in concert down in San Diego. That man did like a 2-hour concert. We had very cheap seats, so we were behind the stage. You want to hear it whining? Oh God. So maybe we'll see. Anyways, he didn't ever take a break, and he actually came to the back of the stage and he sang to us in the that's sad, but he sang to us in the cheap seats, and I so appreciated that. But fantastic concert. We're all getting old, aren't we? Always. It's like all of our favorite bands, they're starting to lose members, and is not cool. Two, 3, 4, 5. The next row is my favorite. We get to work on the shells. I have this dread with this thing because it's variegated yarn, and so I was worried. You see how it's really light at the bottom and then it gets darker? I was afraid it was going to get dark too soon and it wouldn't match up for when I attach them together. So fingers crossed, everybody, that it matches up okay. Come on, Mom. Right? God. 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this a commercial for Palm Springs? I went to Palm Springs in the 90s. So I lived in San Diego at the time. And I had never experienced heat like that because I grew up in the Bay Area near San Francisco. I got out of the car and it felt like a blow dryer because it was really windy. It felt like a blow dryer. Knitting chicken. Yeah. It like took my breath away because I've been driving there in my air conditioned car. Lord have mercy. I was like, I don't like this. And now I live in one of the hottest places with that same kind of dry heat. But my old bones like it, so I guess there's that. I was too young for that hot stuff. I didn't like it at all. Now, let me make sure. I just had a brain fart. I was like, am I supposed to double crochet there to start, or is it single? Shells are single crochet. Ah, ha, 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 ha. I don't want to build height, so it's just a little single. There we go. Puppy, you can go teeth on one of your toys, not on my footrest. Here, I'm gonna grab her up. For those of you that haven't seen her in a little bit, come here, babes. You wanna say hi? Up, up. Do you wanna come up, up? Come here. Here we go. It's the pupper's time. Look at how big she is. Oh my god. She was 10 pounds. Now she's like 33, I think. 32, 33. Allie, yes, you're still the star of the show. Puppy time. I know. You guys are silly. They're going to be so fun when we get to the beach for vacation. I can't wait. Are you going to help me crochet? Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what you think. No. She was, ow, that hurt my ears. Please don't do that. I was using the nail file to get my nails a little bit shorter on that so I could practice the chords today, and she was very concerned. She was like, what are you doing to your fingers? Hey, Clay, sorry I missed you coming in. Hello, Taj. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm letting everybody know that if you want a shout out, let me know. I'll make it happen. But other than that, it takes 8.5 hours to do one panel, and I got to get this panel done. Uh-oh. Because this is for the St. Jude's fundraiser with Mocha Maid. So, and we're leaving on vacation soon. So this is a race against time kind of situation. And y'all know each other anyway, so. Right, Texan? I hear ya. I have family that lives down there. I think Texas is actually one of the states I have not been to yet. Or if I did, I was very young and I don't remember. Anybody got fun plans for the weekend? I know what my plans are. Making this thing. Right? Yes, being an octo would be freaking amazing right now. We got our stock tank pool all set up. The cute little bamboo privacy fence. And so I'm going to get as much of this done as I can. We're going to hit 106 again this weekend. I'm not sure about today, but I know tomorrow for sure it's going to be over 105 again for 2 days in a row. So pray for no wind because it's of course high fire danger, and we don't want to do that. We had a little fire start the other day at like one street over from the airport. So it was perfect because the tankers are right there ready to go at the Cal Fire station. So they just got airborne and put it out real quick. But I am praying for a smoke-free season. We have 5 seasons here in Shasta County. The usual 4, and then smoke season, which is usually towards the end of summer. We have had summers where it was smoky the entire time. Not fun. We get June thunderstorms, so we get dry lightning sometimes and scary stuff. We gotta kill our fishes. Oh my god, that's great. That did take my brain about a couple of seconds to figure out, but I'm proud of my brain. It figured that out a lot quicker than normal. Oh, I love you guys. If y'all aren't following Sisters of the Hood, you really need to. I absolutely love when I get to catch one of your streams. They always make me happy. You'll be streaming tonight, right? Hot Mess is my favorite. Hot Mess is a lot more fun. Very nice. That'll be good. My grandson graduated from freaking high school on Thursday. So yeah, last week. And then last night my chosen sister down in the Bay Area, her son graduated from high school, and then her youngest from elementary school. And I'm like, where'd those 18 years go? It's BS, I'm telling you. 1, 2, 3. There we go. I got lost for a moment. This happens too fast. Yeah, he was born right when I moved out of my long-term home on the coast. And he was born right at the time when I was starting my life over. I lost the guy that I had adopted all of the kids with, lost him to domestic violence. Not lost, but lost that marriage. That went poof. And the kids and I got out of Dodge to stay alive. And so when he was born was right after I had escaped that whole yucky situation over there. So his lifespan has been sort of like my benchmark time marker for when everything went good again. It is what it is, and we lived, and he still tries to become part of our lives somehow for some reason. But yeah, as soon as Kenny's adoption was done, he hit me one last time, and I said, "Get out, be gone, you're done." And unfortunately, the town where we were living in kind of took his side because he was the one everyone saw all the time. They had no idea the hard work I was doing in the background with the kids and all their therapies. And so I was just keeping my head down and getting stuff done. And so I needed to leave that town. And so I did right around Thanksgiving. And then he was born in December. So at that point, I think I had been divorced from that guy for 2 or 3 years. I raised these 4 kids by myself until I met Jeff, who is insane. And married a woman with 4 special needs adopted kids, and the youngest was Kenny, and he lived in a shark costume from Costco. He would not take that thing off. Oh man. So it has been an adventure, let me tell you. He's 24 this summer. I can't even believe it. And I met my husband on MySpace. Oh, good lord. Moco Maid was talking about their Caroms game board that they'd gotten from their parents. And that's actually how I met my husband, was playing an online game of Caroms. And they called it Corone, though. And I was playing this online game, and I got a MySpace so I could visit with friends I had made all over the world. So this was like 2004. And having Twitch in my life has kind of reminded me of those days where I had online friends and family to visit with. But yeah, he added me one day on MySpace randomly because he was looking for Celtic words to put on a tattoo. And we visited and chatted for about 9 months. There was no flirting. That's not what he was on there for. That's not what I was on there for. Yeah, we met in person, and I had this long list of things that any guy that wanted to date me, he had to qualify. One was a background check. So, 3 pages of checklist, and he just kept checking every box without it even being after we met in person. It was like an inevitable thing. So here we are, 18 years later. We've made it through these children, pretty much. We just got the Kenny still. This puppy is gnawing on my foot still. Hey, could you please not do that? She's like, sure, Mom, I'll just lick your toes instead. Uh-oh. You just laid on my yarn. Allie, please move. Good grief. I was like, my yarn's not moving. Husband. Bam. Coming home with you. I'm still chuckling over your husband's joke. If I ever see you on stream wearing a shirt that says thing on it, I'm gonna die laughing. That link is broken. We are doing the Sunday Fun Day Express now. Doing one every Sunday was just too much. And first Sundays, we're going to do trains. We just had our June one, and then July, the first Sunday of July, we'll have one. It's a lot with summer coming up. People will be busy. What song is this? I don't want to wait, David. I have it on a beach music playlist on Spotify. Like, we got to get weekend vibes going. Uh-oh, the Velociraptor puppy is back. Yeah, my foot is on top of that spot. You can't chew on it. As long as you don't chew on my toe. That would be all bad. Alright, see if we can find that spot. About you. In my ear. 2, 3, and 4. I'm so glad I have this pattern memorized now. I'm hoping to shave some of the time off because 8.5 hours to do one panel. You have choices? Oh! So I have the, I'll show you because I have no words. There's not many choices, but we have Disney ears. We have the rabbit hat. We have the little fox hat, which is kind of cute. I did not make this. This was before I knew how to crochet. Isn't this the cutest freaking thing ever? Thank you. I got it at Walmart like a few years ago, and it was funny. I showed up for a little camping trip with my friend, and she had the same freaking dress on. The fox. Okay, I haven't worn this in a hot minute. Let's see. I'm not sure how I would do that with the headset on, but I don't really need the headset on. The only noise in there is the music. This is the first time I have worn this on stream. And there, I'll just put the headset over there because I don't really need it. And fox with glasses. How many minutes did I say I would do? Nope, not hours. No. You like that, Christy? Now, if we added googly eyes to this, that would be a hoot. Please stop eating my thing. My goodness, what are you doing? Kenny swears that he fed them breakfast. I don't know. Oh, goodness gracious me. So, I remember on Facebook, somebody started making these hats for kids. And I kept looking on Etsy, and I'm like, I want one for me. we're talking 6 years ago, I think. And they were all for children. And I was so upset. And I did not know how to crochet. I didn't know anybody that did crochet. So we were on our yearly vacation to where we're going we go every single year. We go up to the coast in Oregon to the same place. And we went into this little bookstore that had things that locals made. And there were adult size crocheted hats. And I saw this one and I didn't even look at the price tag. I went straight to the checkout stand with my debit card and I said, "This is a mine." And I wore it for the rest of the trip because it's freaking cold on the coast. So, of course, now that I know how to crochet, I can really, really appreciate the work that went into this. And that woman did not charge enough money. I think I got this for like $25. This is the time it takes to make something like this. This is not a $25 hat. This should have been more like $60 to $70, $80. Please stop chewing on that. Here, have a toy. Chew on that. Go get the squirrel. To put it into perspective, this bolero that I'm working on, I actually timed it so that I could value it. When it goes to the St. Jude's auction, I can get them a good starting point for pricing. Well, I don't, that's not a price I'm going to give them to start with because it's crazy. If you give yourself $10 an hour plus supplies, this bolero would cost $240. So that kind of put it in perspective for me because I don't usually time myself to see what's happening. But as you see, every single stitch is done by hand. And I know my crocheters in here, they know. Hey, no, you can't. That's my rabbit hat. Do not break it. I'm going to end up with hit me with my one flap. That's what'll happen. Have you guys met Just Dreamin'? Just hold on a moment. Let me find this emote for you guys. I always have a hard time finding it. Is that it? No, that's not it. That's not it. Where is the... Oh, there it is. Yeah, she's in my mood too. She is... We have so much in common. It's crazy. We keep finding stuff. We both have the hat, except hers is broken on one side. And that's what the puppy was just trying to do, was break my hat flap. We both have Australian Shepherds. We're both photographers. We both, love music. She plays and sings music a lot better than I do. But that's my own fault. I could make time for it. I should make time for it. Our significant others are both named Jeff. There's other stuff too. I can't remember right now, but we have fun with it. We're little twinsies. I see her all over in the same stream, so we have the same taste. But I see all of you guys in the same streams with me too, so you guys all have good taste as well. Whoops. That's too many. Just 3. That's the other row that's 5. Ooh. 3. Oh, I haven't been paying attention to my items slideshow. I made a Menomina snow for Steven recently, and I wanted to put a picture of it in my Discord, And so I added it into my slideshow of items. You're back. But I haven't been watching. So if you watch the slideshow of items, at some point there will be Stephen Shaw with his Snoth. Oh my god, Stephen, the Snoth would make a great emote, wouldn't it? I need to figure out how to make emotes. Hey, what are you doing? You're not helping. No, this is not helping. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What? Oh, she's curious about the hat, you guys. Come here. Okay, I gotta take the glasses off. No, don't eat me. Don't. Please don't eat me. Hey, no chew. No chew. Are you so super confused of why I have ears? Oh. Okay. All right. You go that way. You go that way. There. This is now a puppy-free zone. My Lanta. Oh. That's pretty funny. Always you leave and everything's normal. You come back and there's a fox getting eaten by a puppy. Right? There are so many talented humans in here. Zebra Acrylics Design, she made my Yip Yip emotes. And there we go. And Miss Cubist TV, she made my emote that has Allie on it, which is one of my favorites. That was my very first one. Stephen and I have another project that I'm going to start working on at some point. And all I can tell you is this is the yarn that will be used on it. Something silly this way comes. Yep. You just never quite know what you're going to find when you click go on me. I can't see it. I have, is it a dark one? Oh no. Where is it? Where's it at, Christy? There we go. Ari made, I always forget that I can gigantify my stuff and it doesn't cost me anything. Ari made me that one. The very first time I wore my hat. A few hours later, please don't bark. That's really loud in my ears. Brain, where's my brain? A few hours later, that was in my inbox. I think Clay was there for that moment. Okay, that's too loud. I'll be right back. That's too loud. You can come back in, but now I've just trained her that if she barks, she can come in my room. No, she still wants the hat. We got a minute left of the hat, baby. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, today is the 6th. It's her 4-month birthday today. You got your squirrel? I got squirrels from the bark box that were the golden girls. Go get it. Well, that was probably... Hi, Miss Cubist. Speak of the wonderful maker of the hat emote and the alley emote. We were talking about how cute the Snowth is and how cute a little emote that would make. But I also do want to make an emote of Annie twerking, because that's what Aussies do. Oh, see, I have Firebot set up for only two people so far because we haven't finished yet. Oh, there's the timer. I think it's Zebra and Miss Cubist. So did it do all of the things, Ari? Did it do the things it was supposed to do? Oh, is it raining back there? See, when I lived on the coast, that's all it did was rain. And yeah, it made me sleepy and depressed all the time. I don't think I could ever live on the coast again. I like visiting, but that's it. The fire panel, okay. See, Firebot is, I'm not super convinced. Hello, Shane. 8 months? 8 months. That's craziness. My affiliate anniversary is coming up end of August. Like, I want to say the 27th. First stream anniversary, I'm not convinced either. First stream anniversary is going to be like June or July, because I went live on vacation out in the boat. No. This barking thing is not going to work for me. No. Mm-mm. Is that too loud? Is that like... Yeah, it was a redeem, Shane, and it is actually time I can take it off if I want. I'll go to the end of this row. Allie, okay, you have try and have a good day in that place. I know that's a stretch. Okay, you can stop eating my footrest. Oh, don't you? Okay, it's gonna become puppy chaos in a minute. Uh-oh. What are you doing? I know what I'm doing after stream. I'm going to take her outside and run her. We have one more week, and she can go out to go to the park for a walk. I swear, that is the hardest part of getting a new puppy, is waiting for all the vaccines to kick in so that you can go out in public. I will say, though, we've had super cute pictures of her in the shopping carts out at PetSmart and Petco, because our dog trainer said it was very good for exposure to have her around people and pets, but, you know, we would line it with towels for just in case. Oh, did I do 4 or 3? Let me check. 1. Because on the ends, it's got to be 4. Otherwise, it will pull in too tight. I'm glad I remembered that. Chain 1 and turn. Okay. Where are we at time-wise? Oh, have we had ads run again? And I totally missed that there were ads running again. Stitch marker. Stitch marker. Oh, stitch marker was right there. It blended in with the little hat. Okay. Oh, look at that. Ad start in 54 seconds. When the ad starts, no, you can't eat the hat. Nope. I do my ads once an hour so that we are forced to take a moment and do things. Drink water, get more coffee, put the puppy in a different part of the house so that she's not, right? So that she's not being a pain in my seat. But she's being very, very rambunctious. Annie, Annie, come here. Annie, come say hi to Shane. Oh, look at this tank. Look at this tank. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Annie. Mm-hmm. Oh. I scratched the belly. I scratched the belly. Yes, I scratched the belly. She's not eating my face. This is wonderful. I know. I know. Oh my goodness. She is. A week ago, she was 32 pounds. She was 10 pounds when we got her. It is her 4th month birthday today. Huh. It is. It is. Are you ready? Okay. So I think, are we in our ad break yet? It's funny. You see the countdown up there and then the countdown goes away. So you're never really too sure. I'm going to put it on the break time screen. I think you can still hear me, right? I'm not sure if we're in ads or not, but I'm going to go do something with her for a second because she's getting really rambunctious. And I shall be right back. There we go. The ads have started. Perfect. Didn't have a mic on. I don't know, 3 minutes is enough. I have one of those cool little interactive toys that you put it looks like Cheese Whiz. Little doggy slush something. Hey, Christopher. So I gave her that. And she's in her playpen for a break. So that's a good thing about toddlers. They have nap time. So she has an activity and she can go sit in there. She was getting really, really wound up. Yep, there we go. All right. Molly, what are you doing? Well, there's a nice view of Molly's backside. Oh, that's a good girl. That's a good girl. I can't believe she's still kicking. She's what is the 6th month? She was 6, 7, 8. She is 14 years and 8 months old now. And she's still doing great. I don't know. You need more coffee, but you can't. Yeah, I had 2 cups yesterday. That was too much. I have a little bit of this coffee left, but it's not. Man, I don't know. Today's not a good coffee day. No, still not liking it. I think it's because I used my husband's coffee pod and it's a little stronger than I'm used to, and I'm like, It's icky. It's icky today. Shane's playing with the shout outs. Thank you, Shane. I was just telling everyone they were SOL for shout outs because I gotta get this thing done. I don't think you were in here when I was talking about it. I timed making the other panel that's up there on the door. I have to make 2 of those panels. It takes 8.5 hours to make 1. And so when we did materials and time, only paying myself $10 an hour, so like a little bit more than sweatshop labor prices, it would cost $242 for this little bolero. So imagine if I paid myself $20 an hour like you get when you work at McDonald's in California. Which I still don't understand, and I'm not even going to get into that one. It's supposed to be a high schooler's entry-level job. If you want it to be more, become a manager. So, when I worked at the school and I was, getting, I was in the special needs room, so I was bleeding. I bled almost every day. I came home with bruises. And I was making like $17 an hour. And I'm like, what? What is wrong with this picture? So I don't do that job anymore. Now I Twitch and I crochet. And if I could actually charge that kind of money for one piece, that would be awesome. But seriously, it just isn't realistic. It's now $18 an hour. You started working, it was $5.25. I think when I started working, it was in the $4 range. I'm not completely sure on that. My parents owned a store, so I worked for them. So I didn't really have a paycheck. I went to private school, so that's kind of how I paid for private school as a child. I don't know. Now knowing that I'm neurodivergent, it explains why I couldn't handle being in the big crowded public school. My mom would drop me off and I would walk home. $4.50, that sounds about right. So there was a little church school next to my mom and dad's store. And so they enrolled me in there, and that was that was so much better. Now knowing that I'm ADHD, we're not sure on the autism part, but there are some traits. It would totally explain why that school setting didn't work for me. And I was just traumatized every day. I could not handle it. And I literally would walk home. Mom would drop me off. I would see the van disappear and I would walk home. I was having none of it. So in fourth grade, they took me out of there. And I was like, oh, thank you, God. There we go. There's our beach music. Anyway, so short story long. That's why I wasn't doing any shout outs this morning, because I was like, and we are going to just focus on crocheting, because this panel should take me about 8.5 hours, and I would like to get this done before the end of the weekend because we got to start packing for the trip. But now that I have this pattern memorized, I'm hoping to shave off a little bit of time. I also have to go shopping for buttons for it. That's a thing. And I have other mom stuff I gotta do today too. Okay, I'm gonna stop thinking about it because now I'm starting to go like, I don't have enough time. Oh, Sassy, no, don't even worry about it. That's why I said that in the very beginning, so that you wouldn't feel any pressure to worry about doing shout outs either. And at that point, every single person that was lurking and chatting, we all know each other anyways. So we already follow each other. Sassy made my cute little PNG tuber. Has anyone not seen it? I'm going to let me turn it on really quick so you guys can see it. We'll just leave that on for a minute so that you can admire the amazing work of Sassy Potatoes. Folate, with all of them spectrum diseases, folate is replacement for folic acid to help preserve cereals and breads. Oh. You know, Shane, I have wondered because, I'm a 67 baby. I could not have children. That's why I adopted all my kids, which worked out fine for me. And then there's the ADHD and the possible spectrum stuff going on. And I'm like, I wonder, because I know a lot of things have changed with everything. My parents were born in the 1920s. And so much has changed in these last years. And it has got to have effect on everybody and everything. But I tell you what, getting my diagnosis, best thing ever. Because then I was able to understand why I was the way I was when I was in grade school and, high school and everything else. Hi, sweet. I was showing off my little PNG tuber thingy that Sassy Potatoes made for me. Isn't it super cute? But we've been on Facecam today because I figured why not. Our Sweet Day 68, that's one that we could shout out. Shane, if you're still around, if you could shout her out. Or Sassy. She just got her affiliate. Super excited. So, Sassy does cool sculpture things, and she makes digital art. And so drop her a follow as well. And if you need anything done, I don't know if she's open for commissions at the moment. But there she is. Cozy Crafty Gamer. I like that name. It sums it up perfectly. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I haven't made too big of a deal out of it, but I'm starting to get kind of close, edging up a little towards the 900 mark. I'm like, gosh, wouldn't it be cool to have 1,000 when it came to the affiliate anniversary party? Thank you. It'll be my second time making one of these. The last one I made last summer was with some old yarn and it was really scratchy. And so I didn't end up wearing it last summer. And yeah, so I'm making one with this super nice yarn for the St. Jude fundraiser auction. And then I will be making another one for myself. But I was telling my husband, this is the first thing I've made with like these kind of soft colors. I said, I feel like I'm making a grown-up project for the first time. Sassy beat you to it. Look at that. So yeah, give Sweet Day a follow, you guys. Very awesome new streamer, just affiliate, and it's enjoyable to sit in her streams and just talk and visit. She will do well, and she has good tunes. Cover Time Pete messaged me about her a couple of weeks ago. He says, I found a new streamer for you. Do you stream, Cozy Crafter Gamer? Because we like to follow each other around here and support our fellow streamers. Not yet, but you plan to. Okay. I'll tell you my story. Because definitely, okay, everybody follow our new friend. Let me pull you up and do it right now so I don't have to try and figure it out later. Because I do forget these things sometimes. Let me know when you start streaming. Because I have an automatic shout out program in the Discord for people trying to get affiliated. And we have a monthly raid train that's perfect for people just starting out that want to get affiliated too and meet people and get to know the communities out here. So I jumped on Twitch of April 17th of last year because I was going to go to nail school. That ended up not happening. It's a whole nother story. But I know how to do my own nails now, so that's saving me some money. But I got on here to follow Young Nails, and I met a couple of other streamers, Mandy Prater, Rachel, who's in Florida, an exercise girl, Sweaty Bestie, love her. Around maybe a month in, I thought, I'm only tuning in to watch Young Nails and then a little bit of whoever's on after that they raid into. I wonder if there's crochet on here. I thought it was just gaming, but there's a nail company on here. So maybe there's an artist community. And sure enough, I searched crochet and I found Kate Crochet, who is hopefully still asleep because she's over in Australia and sometimes she pops in and I want her to get rest because it's like 3. It's like 3 in the morning over there. Anywho, I met Kate and subsequently the rest of these amazing people that are in here. I think a month in, she was like, so are you going to stream? I was like, what do you mean? I don't think so. You should stream, she says. So I kind of marinated that thought a little bit in my brain, and I sort of was like, it kind of sounds like it might be fun to try it out. Maybe. Well, I had met quite a few in real life, the IRL streamers, taking walks. And I thought, well, that's kind of cool. I get to see their area where they're living. That's kind of neat. Well, we were out in the fishing boat, my son-in-law's fishing boat, during our vacation last June. And I thought, why not? So I turned on Twitch and on my phone, and there's that little go live button, and I clicked it. And Lazy Gamer 78 from Australia. He watched all of my IRL streams during that vacation. They were all just short. One was on the beach, one or two were in the boat. And then we got home mid-July, and I did a few crafting streams here and there, and met some cool people, and ended up getting affiliated. And end of August this year will be my 1-year affiliate anniversary already. Freaking crazy. So, welcome aboard. I literally streamed for months with just my phone. I got, there's a million things out there you can buy to help you out. If you have questions, ask so that you don't, buy things you don't need that won't work so great, because trust me, I've tried them all. But yeah, you can get started just from your phone. You don't need anything fancy. All right, now we are on build a solid wall of double crochets. 1, 2. And I don't know how long you've been on Twitch, but you've probably been on here long enough to know that there's so many different genres, and a lot of us do crossovers. We have a weekly Mario Kart competition day, California time, 4 o'clock on Tuesdays. Kate is our future traveler, and so she's playing on Wednesdays. She's on a Wednesday morning. We're on a Tuesday afternoon. And there's about 9 of us that regularly race. And she's starting to keep track of scores as of this last week. So if you have a Switch and an online account and you like to play Mario Kart, just let me know. We'll get you hooked up and you can come play with us. There's a lot of razzing, a lot of shell throwing. It's fun. I try to stream it, but things just keep not going right. But Kate streams it, and we're all in a Discord call so you can hear everybody. And we do shared chat. So we've got Lost Viking Metalworks is usually streaming it. Miss Cubis TV is usually streaming it. Kate is always streaming it. So, hey, John Oakwood, how you doing? Here's another good one to follow. Oops, I'm probably not even got my project up here where you can see, because I'm like yakety yak 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 yakking. I'm good. I'm working on a St. Jude fundraiser auction piece. Takes me about 8.5 hours to do the one panel. So one panel's done. I'm working on the next one. Thank you so much, Shane, for giving him a shout out. So I'm on the second panel. I've got about 7 hours of work left to do. I got my ukulele and I practiced a little bit this morning. I can do You Are My Sunshine now. Kinda, sorta. And I'm going to do that one over again, so I didn't go all the way around. Yeah, I've played piano. No, that was right. That was where we're supposed to go. I've played piano my whole life. I started on an organ when I was about 4 or 5. Dad started me in lessons, but I didn't like it, and so my teacher realized that I absolutely loved her grand piano, and so she would bribe me with, if I can tell you've practiced this week, you can play the grand piano at the end of your lesson. And I started to practice like a fiend. So for my 12th birthday, my dad got me a piano. And we no longer touched the organ. And we have the drop game in here, John. If you land a 99% or above, you get a yip yip. And where is he? Here's my little guy. Shane calls me the Yip Yip Queen. This is a chapstick-sized Yip Yip. Let's see if I can get any. Is it any drink? Welcome aboard. So I have my husband got me a keyboard. I don't know if you can. Yep, there it is. You can see it. Duh. My music note. That's the other thing I have that just has. But mine doesn't want to work either. And I've been trying to shop and find one that's a better quality that will actually work and have the whole note light up. So I've done piano once on stream. It stressed me the hell out. So I just need more time to practice. Life has been busy, and over the last 2 decades, I just haven't practiced. So it'll come back. But of course, I then decide to add a ukulele that I will also have to learn and practice. So yay me. But I love music, and that's why I follow so many amazing music streamers on Twitch. Because I love music. I can remember back in the day when I was a kid, and I'd sit there with my, I had one of those big boom boxes that the kids would walk around with on their shoulder, walk down the street like they were cool. I didn't do that. But I would sit in my bedroom with a blank cassette tape, locked and loaded, and I could tell the first note of a favorite song would come on, and I would hit record really quick. And so I have a bazillion mixtapes, and I think I still have a lot of them out in the shop. Someday in my spare time, I'll find some. See if they even work still. So how are you doing? It's any drink, right? Did I get it right? Ah. I like this song. We're on Spotify on a summer vibes playlist. I thought would be fun for Friday. Right? See, I used to work at the school because you're a teacher, right? I am hoping I'm trusting my memory right because it was just last night. John does not like long walks on a beach. Oh, I am always, every time you say that, I am thinking about this funny ass story from when my sister lived in Hawaii. My sister is 17 years older. So her son is only 2 years younger than me. So, yep, I did, I wanted to be a teacher when I was younger, and then I ended up adopting all these special needs kids. And so I got my transfer degree and a couple of AA degrees, and that was the end of that. But I did get to do teacher's aid with my friend, and yeah, too much sand. And so I got to work in the special needs room as a teacher's aide with her for a couple of years. So that was super special because I at least got to experience teaching for a little while because that's what I wanted to do. But then life had other ideas in mind for me. So they lived in Hawaii, and we went on the road to Hana. And they have a black sand beach down there. And Chad and I were playing in the waves and in the black sand, and it's coarse lava sand. So we were in it's a regular park, so it's got those big cement bathrooms, and the wall is open right up there, so you can talk to each other. And of course, we were like 11 and 9, and he starts laughing so loud, and I'm like, what is going on? He's like, I had sand stuck up my pee-pee, and my pee went everywhere. And then this piece of sand went flying out and hit the wall. I'm like, oh my God. TMI. Thanks. So, yeah. I love the beach. But I am with you on the sand thing. And of course, when it was just me and the kids, I would take them to the beach all the time. And I would carry big jugs of water in the back of my... Yeah, they do. They ruin them. So I would keep big jugs of water in the back of my truck. And I would set them all on the tailgate, all 4 of them. And I would wash their feet off as good as I could, because I did not want that sand in the house. Pea shooter, yep. So, every single time I'm in your stream and you say that, I think of that day at the Black Sand Beach. It is it cornstarch? Baby powder. One of those things. You get that and rub it on wherever you got sand and it's supposed to come off. Yeah, yes, she's correct. It didn't work for me. If I'm remembering correctly, I think that's why I gave up and just did the water thing. Yeah, I think I did test it, but that was a really long time ago. My memory doesn't stretch back. My youngest is now 24, and I don't remember. To me, it seems that you would just need so much of it, and then when you were done, you would just be ready to go in the oven. Then, of course, you want to walk around barefoot in it. Then you're worried about what nut before you dropped glass or a hook, because there's people that fish on the beach. And so I used to ride my horse on the beach. Now, that was fun, because then I didn't have to touch the sand. They did. But I don't know if you guys are aware, horses can get vertigo, and not all horses have it. But the first time you go out in the beach with your horse, when the waves come in and come out, you got to be ready to grab their head, because if they start to fall over, you grab their head in a certain way and then they won't fall. I didn't like that. That was scary. Luckily, both of my horses that I rode out on the beach did not have vertigo, and so they never did it. But horses like to roll when they're in sand. So you got to be careful that they don't decide to start rolling while you're on them. But the very best thing in the world was taking those saddles off at the end of the ride and holding them on a long line and watching them roll like dogs in the beach. God, that was just so much fun. They would roll in the round pen at home too. And I have the cutest video of, we had 3 halflingers at one point, and Kenny and the 3 horses are in the round pen in the sand rolling. I will find a picture of that at some point and put it in the Discord. No, there is video. There's pictures and there's video. So cute. Do you live far away from a beach? Is that your reason, or is it simply because you don't want to deal with the sand? Okay. it's about 3.5 hours for us to go to our beach, the ocean beach. Anyways, we kayak a lot, so it's inevitable that I have to put my feet on dirt and sand. So, oh, let me get you a new one. Sometimes there is a problem because the links expire, but I did have it set to where it would not. But there is a current link, and there's just a couple of questions to answer. Because we had morons come in our Discord one day talking about things that they would do to cats. And I was like, we're done. The Discord now has guardians and questions to ask to get in. Because that stuff always happens when either you're asleep or you're streaming, which is what happened to us. It was right in the middle of stream, and they started acting like weirdos in chat. It was the day I played piano in stream for the first time, so I was already frazzled. Which actually was good, because they didn't get a reaction out of me. Because that's what those kinds of people want. They just want a reaction. And instead what they got was me reading their chat going, I don't understand what they're talking about. Why are they talking about cats when I'm showing my puppy off? The puppy's not a cat. I don't get it. So I just dismissed it and kept going with what I was doing. So that's when they jumped in the Discord and started acting like weirdos. And there we go. Approved. All right, you're in the Discord. Yeah, so they went in Discord and they got in a voice channel and they were posting some stuff in Legos, and so that was my first trolling experience. It really wasn't too bad though, so it could have been a lot worse. I have information on the raid trains in there. My go live notifications for regular streamers that are affiliated and partnered, and then those that are in a partner push or an affiliate push. Anybody that wants to be added to that, I have one of those programs that I can just put your name in there and it will always tell us when you go live. We do community shares. So if you're working on a project, you don't have to be a streamer, and it doesn't have to be crochet. It can be a picture you took with your phone that you love. It could be a picture of your pet. There's a whole section where you can share stuff if you wanna. For about 2 months now, it's been me posting pictures of the puppy. But I will definitely check my link for Discord and make sure I set it to that never times out and update all my things. This is why I use that link tree thing, because once you put the link in there, it just stays in there and it changes on all your platforms. What a genius idea. Yes, spinning in the jets. You know it, Shane. And in a week, when that puppy can go on walks, I got a gimbal thingy, and so it'll have to be early morning because it's so flippin' hot here in summer. But I'll get some IRL stuff going again, and we'll do walking the dog, because I love it. I love your streams with walking Nash. New follower, Unfocused is that in Iowa? That's where my family's from. And I'm definitely unfocused, so you came to the right stream. Although I'm doing pretty okay today, keeping up, I think, right? Benny and the Jets. Dog walk streams are awesome. Until your dog goes somewhere without telling you. I was so worried that night, Shane. I was like, Nash, why? Why are you doing this to us, turd? All right. Next row. What do we got? We got 1, 2 of the shells, and I gotta do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're a third of the way done with this panel. I am pretty confident that I am going to be able to get this thing done in time for the thing. There, we get caught up on all that. Okay. We do a row of open boxes. Oh, we got a raid. I was just going to ask, are you a streamer? And yep. I'll let all the noise calm down first, and then we'll visit. And we're good. We don't have ads for another 15 minutes. I don't think I know you yet. I need to see who you are. I'm checking out your page right now, and I'm giving you a follow. Animal Crossing music. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think I'm going to enjoy your stream. What were you doing? Tell me about your stream, new friend. Oh, that's okay. That happens to me constantly. I miss everything, and then I come in and I'm like, Through the Creator Club. Right on. Well, thank you so much for bringing your community over here. I so appreciate that. And did I get your name right? Is it Unfocused in Iowa? I love it. Polymer clay key baps. Oh, caps. Okay. Mod mode takes a second to turn off. It does. I know. It's all of the things, all of the streamer things, you know. I'll raid over to somebody and then I'm like, how do I get over there? And then I'm like, I forgot my raid call. So then I type insert raid call here, and you know, it's a thing. So welcome in. I will put it in here again if I can find the button, because I know my thing timed out. If you would like to share what you were making in the Discord, just let me know. We have a section for that if you want to show off any of your work. I don't think links are blocked. If they are, you could whisper me a link. If you post things on Instagram, I'd love to go check you out over there. Hello. Retzel. I like it. I like that a lot. Sassy Potatoes is one of my mods, and she does the polymer clay stuff. There we go. Or Whisper Mod. Yes. Sassy does the same kinds of things that you do. So I'm glad you're in here, Sassy. You guys can maybe follow each other and check some stuff out. Sassy made my VTuber. I'll turn that on for just a second so you can see it. I make Yip Yips. Shane Swatters calls me the Yip Yip Queen. We do the drop game, so you can win a Yip Yip if you would like. And you just have to land a 99% and above and be willing to give me your mailing address, and I will send you a Yip Yip of your own about this size. I make all sizes, though. I got big ones for the kitchen that hold grocery bags and stuff. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for the follows. I am just like, yay! Yip Yips, like from You're a pretend mod, whatever. Yip Yips from Sesame Street. The aliens. The yip 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 yip. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Those guys. Some of my friends, when I started crocheting 2 years ago, they kept sending me pictures of these things, and they were like, make them, make them, make them. I'm like, dude, I only know how to do a double crochet. So one day I finally made one, and then I made another and another and another and another, and they are all over the place. There are several streamers that have Yip Yips that are up on their stream. I make them with glow in the dark eyes. So Stephen Shaw got scared one night because he turned his stream room off, and when he turned around, these eyeballs were glowing in his face. Best story when he told me about that. I felt bad, but I also didn't feel bad. So a little bit about me, for those that are new here. I've been doing crochet for a couple of years now. I started watching Twitch April of last year, and then I didn't know there was crochet on here. I searched crochet one day, I met Kate Crochet, and then the chaos ensued. I've been streaming since July of last year, June, end of June. And I got affiliated August 27th of last year, so we're coming up on our 1 year. We do a once a month raid train on Sundays. That information is, let me let you in really quick. There you go. We do a once a month raid train for folks. Anyone's welcome to join that's over 18. And then Fred's eyes scared the crap out of him. Yes, they did. I made him his Snoth, and it also has glow in the dark eyes. And the project that I'm working on for him after I'm done with this, it will also have glow in the dark eyes and maybe a little butt. I don't know yet. So that's that. Drop game gets you a prize. You can put your favorite emote in after your drop command. We'll do that one there and see what happens. The piece I'm working on right now is, there's a picture of it right up there, and I'm making this bolero for the St. Jude's auction for Mokomade for in July. So this is the first time I've made something with like really pretty soft colored yarn, and I'm super excited to be able to do that and participate this year. I'm trying to kind of work outside of my box a little bit and try new things. And that's what we used to always tell our kids up at the school where I was a teacher's aide. I can do hard things. And if they can do hard things, I can do hard things. So that's what I'm doing this year, is I'm trying to kind of push myself a little bit and try new stuff. So when Mokomade put up that they were going to do the St. Jude's auction thing, I was like, I would really like to participate in this. When I was learning to crochet, I was making beanies and scarves and stuff for all the kids. Yeah. Matter of fact, I have it out here because I was getting stuff ready for our June trip. This was my very first project. This was supposed to be a cat ear beanie. So it was supposed to be a rectangle, but what had happened is my granddaughter started it, and then I said, that looks like fun. Can you show me how to do that? And she showed me how to do the double crochet, and then she gave me the project. Uh-oh, that's a oopsie. I hope it's fixable. So by the time I got done with the rectangular shape, it was actually this shape. And I was like, oh my God. How do I fix this? And because I didn't know what I was doing. I did not understand. So what I did was I made it a ponytail beanie. And this was the first moment when I realized that I think I might have done crochet in another lifetime. I turned it into a ponytail beanie. And I fell in love with crochet. And now I just crochet. as much as I can. And I hyper focused on it for the first year, and YouTube taught me how to crochet. And then, I don't know, it just has never stopped. Yeah, yes, exactly. And I feel extremely blessed that I am able to do this. And I am super, super happy that I met Kate Crochet that day. And she said, after a month or so, "Are you going to stream?" "No, that's for other people." She's like, "No, that's for everybody." And I was like, "Okay, why not?" So here we are. Absolutely, Twitch was the best thing that ever happened to me. And I know there's a lot of people in the community that have the exact same feelings about it. Um, I am newly diagnosed at 55, diagnosed with ADHD. Made my entire life make sense. And have met so many amazing neurodivergent people in Twitch who are just crazy talented. And so, yeah, Twitch is like the best thing that ever happened to me last year. I have met the greatest people in here. And just in case anyone's posted anything, there we go. Let me switch over really quick to my community shares and see if this is going to work. And nope. Hold on a moment. Pro streamer here. Let me pull up. I just got to turn that part on and to share. There we go. Got it. Got it. There we go. Okay. This is what you were working on today. Oh, cool. Sassy, are you seeing this? That is really neat. My favorite colors. My favorite colors. Oh my god. That is so cool. All right. What is that? You got to explain to me. You think you need different clay? Mm-hmm. Is that clay or is that filament from the 3D printer thingy? Yeah, keycaps. Oh my goodness. What? What? That is a trip. That I absolutely love, though. That's amazing. So that was earlier in the week, and then this is today. Okay, cool. Oh, I missed showing you guys this last time. Wingspan got a new hat. How cute is that? So adorable. So adorable. And then this was my funny picture of the horse trailer at Joann's. I'm still sad. I'm in mourning over that. The print was from trying out gel plate printing. Ooh. That's cool. I'm just going to check really quick. We don't have anything new over here. Kate Crochet was making cupcakes. That's my friend that told me you should stream. Thank you for sharing that stuff. I super appreciate that. That's neat. Those are my very, very favorite colors. That and the neon green, fluorescent green. I love those. And of course they go well together, so. You're in a no spend week, so try and use what we have. Oh, there you go. Epoxy clay. Hard as rock when dry. Ooh. Yeah, that would make sense for, because those are keys for like the keyboard, right? And I'm going to do a thing. Did I do it right? I did. Okay. Everybody, put a drop in. Up, 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 up. There. Exclamation drop, space, your favorite emote, or just exclamation drop. I'll set a timer for myself because otherwise I'll forget. In 3 minutes, we'll do a group drop. And I think ads are going to try and play here in a second, and I'll snooze them if I have to. Wow, we've been on for a couple hours now. 99% and above wins you a yip yip. This size, you can pick a different color if you want. And as long as you're okay with giving me a mailing address. That's a good idea, Sass, for sure. Practice makes perfect. This yarn that I made this hat out of 2 years ago, my granddaughter was like, that's the hardest yarn to learn with. Of course it is. Of course that's what I would pick. But it's the colors I absolutely adore. So I still have a bunch of it. I might try and remake the hat and do it as a cat ear beanie during our vacation. There's 5 of us that crochet that go on this yearly, it's kind of like a family reunion trip. We do a lot of ocean fishing, a lot of crabbing, and a lot of crochet. And my husband drives his sand car around out in the sand dunes with his friends. So it's a blast. But last year we went for 3 weeks instead of 2, and we crocheted the whole time. It was so much fun. But that was my first summer of streaming, and I didn't stream during vacation. This year I will be. Miss Cubist TV is coming on vacation with us. And so there will be bonfires and guitar and singing and crochet and, mostly just a bunch of IRL stuff. That one didn't feel right. I'm going to redo it. But in order to get ready for the trip, I got to get done with this project. So we're going to attempt to get that done. This is going to be done by tomorrow. It is. I swear it. It's going to be done by tomorrow. Absolutely. Raid and run and take care of yourself. Disc golf. Yes! I just saw some of my discs in the shop yesterday. It's so much fun. Enjoy. If you get any good pictures while you're out there, throw them in the Discord. Okay, Siribot's saying that it's time for a break, and that's for stretching, hydrating. So that means the ad break will be coming pretty soon. Oh, we got 14 seconds. Let's do start drop. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. Did I do it? Are we dropping? We are, and I'm gonna snooze the ads, and I'm gonna stop the beeping because that's making me crazy. No, it's the wall slide. Are you kidding me? All right. I reset the drop. Everybody can try again. Drop at will. Thank you so much again for raiding in and bringing your community over here to visit. I so appreciate you. Thank you for your lurk, John. Stay out of the sand. Even though it's summer vacation and you don't have to have the kids. John has an extensive collection of Nintendo games. Whole wall full of them. Wait a minute. That would mean that John Oakwood has a Nintendo. I wonder if he has a Nintendo Switch. John Oakwood should race with us on Tuesdays. Tuesday's our community race day. Everybody is Welcome to Race with Us. Hmm. And I think we're hitting that 2 hour mark, so probably gonna be thinking about raiding out pretty soon. Because it is just about time to start making some phone calls and getting some stuff done. Kenny's got meds I gotta pick up. I'm gonna make sure that I can still get a hold of the doctor before they close for the weekend. Puppy's gonna wanna be up from her nap. Poor thing. 4 months old today. I had forgotten how hard a puppy was. Is always a smile in here still? Paging always. Paging always. I'll peek. I don't usually look, but I'll peek. Oh, I don't see her in here. I was like, maybe I'll try and play the uke. I really want to have it kind of a little bit more perfected, though, before I subject your ears to such folly. Oops. Didn't quite complete that one. Okay. All right. I think I got off count on my boxes. Did I? Am I still good? Did I go over too far on that one? Well, it's not lining up right. I better check that before I go any further. All right. That is probably my sign that it is time for me to take a break and stuff. So I'm going to just set this here for a second. I am going to bring up my Who is Online. We're going to snooze that ad because we will probably raid out before the ads happen. So just give me a little moment here while I pull this up and check that out. I so appreciate you guys coming and hanging out in here today. Oh, it is going to work today. All right. Cool beans. Cool beans. My end credits. I'm so proud of my end credits. I'm going to go ahead and transition over to them really quick. And I'm going to turn the music off and I am going to look and see who is on really quick. Just really quick like. And I appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out. And I so appreciate the raid. Hi to low and hi to low. And ooh, Joshua moves on. But I want to see if there's somebody that needs. Wow, there are a lot of streamers on right now. Holy cow. Oh, that one's on, and that one's on, and that one's on, and sure. Okay, I finally made it to the end of the. You know what? I think I've ever been able to raid this one. So we're going to go to music, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and start the raid. Yes, start the raid. Okay. I'm going to put on our raid calls and our sub raid call. So it looks like I know what I'm doing. And I want to say thank you guys for coming and hanging out. 2 hours seems to be the point when my brain is like, I'm ready to go and rest. So we're getting a lot done. I appreciate you guys coming to visit. I appreciate the raids. We had a resub from Swatters. We had Sassy Potatoes, and Swatters was modding today, and for some reason it doesn't put him down there as doing that. I don't know why. And we've got new clan members. We've got Starry Star, Auto with a B. Wow, I missed a whole bunch of you guys coming in. Thank you guys so much for all the new follows. We're getting really close to our next follower goal. All right, so are you guys ready? Let's go see Electra and show her some love. She's an awesome streamer. She is so knowledgeable about music and stuff, and it is always a good time. So I'm going to see you guys later, and for 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh my god, my favorite song. Oh my god.